Hello there and welcome into the show. Well, the long faces here on the couch could only mean one thing. Middlesbrough's glorious reign in the Premier League has come to an end. It can only mean that, can't it? Craig Burley, Shaka Hislop, Alejandro Moreno. I'm Adrian Healy. The other end of the Premier League table was Spurs doing their Spursy thing on Friday night, opened up the door for Chelsea to claim the title with 2 wins this victory. They started off in fine fettle, didn't they? Taking on Middlesbrough, Monday night game at Stamford Bridge, and pretty much all one-way traffic right from the off, guys, and I mean right from the off. Second minute, Marcos Alonso bringing the best out of Brad Guzan.
Well, this long ball over the top was difficult for Middlesbrough to handle throughout the course of that first half and really throughout the game. Marcos Alonso wide open. It's a cleanless good save by Brad Guzan.
Into the 23rd minute. The surprise was it took Chelsea this long to get the breakthrough, but it was inevitably bound to arrive.
Talking about all throughout the game, Cesc Fabregas in acres of space just outside the Middlesbrough box yet again, allowed to pick a pass, given that much room. You have to say it is an inch-perfect ball. Good control by Costa off the deflection, good finish.
It was a perfect game for Fabregas, wasn't it? Conte was injured. He probably would have played anyway, Fabregas, because Chelsea were always going to dominate this game, so he was going to be one of the architects. As Alonso got round the back post and just goes through Brad Guzan's legs, you can't react.
Yeah, he had himself a great game as well, didn't he, Marcos Alonso? We're missing out the highlight in the 43rd minute when Middlesbrough got into Chelsea's half. But skipping on to the second half, Nemanja Matic.
And everything is so easy for Chelsea. Optional defended by Middlesbrough inside the 18-yard box. And Nemanja Matic in an advanced position through the legs of Guzan and Antonio Conte. Well, he's excited.
See how excited he gets on Friday, perhaps, because Chelsea will have the opportunity to clinch the title. It was plain sailing, really, at Stamford Bridge. 3-0, the final margin of the victory. Leaves the top of the Premier League looking like, well, at least the remaining fixtures looking like this. Remember, Chelsea 7 points clear of Spurs. They can clinch Friday at the Hawthorns against West Brom, and if not, they've got games against Watford and Sunderland where they can clinch the title. Spurs have to take on Man United.
You okay?
I don't think that'll be a bother.
The SPI percentages are rather accurate, I would say, in this 99%.
Well, if you want to run in under no pressure, if you want to run in under pressure, that's a good run in. But to have it in the manner they have is going to be quite easy.
Is it a little underwhelming for you, Craig, that the title is this much of a shoe-in? Again, really, there's not much of a race involved in England for the third year in a row?
Not from Chelsea's perspective. If you were a supporter of Chelsea or a player from Chelsea, then no. But from a league perspective, then there's not been enough good teams, and that's been proven by the European competition as well. But also, when you put a 13-game winning streak together, you're going to have to need somebody, and that's what Chelsea did. You need somebody that's going to hang on to your coattails. Otherwise, you're going to obliterate the league. That's what Antonio Conte's team did this year.
And Spurs did their best to hang on to their coattails for a while. That all went up in smoke on Friday, of course.
I mean, Spurs is their best, and unfortunately, for the second year running, they're the team that kind of leading the charge from behind Leicester last season. Yes, I know they fell away last four games of the season, but you expect more from the others. And to put things in perspective, in terms of the top 6, in terms of turnover, Spurs are 6th. In terms of net spend, Spurs is trailing way down the league. They aren't the ones who maybe you would suggest are the ones that need to lead the charge. Disappointing from United, from City, from Arsenal. You could keep going on and on. Spurs are the only ones who are at least putting up a fist.
I would suggest, Ali, the last really tight race for a Premier League title came in 2014 when Liverpool were in it right until the end. Even last year, Leicester won by 10 points.
Is that the year of the Gerrard slip?
Yes, that was the year of the Gerrard slip. So it's been 3 years in a row where it's been kind of a damn squib in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I think when you have Leicester involved, people were still involved because of the excitement of what it meant for Leicester to win the Premier League title. And that became the storyline. But hidden behind all of that was the fact that the league was over way ahead of time. And this year, once again, the league is over. And really, when you think about it, it has been over for a while. Yeah. Spurs hung on, and they gave it a good run. And they got a couple of results here and there, and they played well for long periods of time. But Chelsea were never really threatened. We never sat here and said, well, this is the moment where Chelsea perhaps is going to buckle. It was never going to happen. It's been Chelsea the whole time, and the consistency of Chelsea has been superior to everybody else.
See, I don't think Spurs well, I don't know about the boys thing, but I personally don't think Spurs bottled it. I just think they gave themselves too much to do, where there was no leeway for any error. They got
too many points to make up.
Too many points to make up. They did their best, but they couldn't hang on at the time when Chelsea were winning week in, week out, and it was a valiant effort, but not enough. But I tell you what, there's 3 or 4 big clubs and big coaches are going to have to give themselves a right shake over the summer. 2 Manchester clubs. What's going to happen at Arsenal? Can Liverpool go and spend in terms of the transfer market? Because these need to up the game. I mean, Mourinho and Pep,
Yeah.